Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tapping on this video, guys. I'm loving the support. Thank you all so much. Like, wow, and blush just like guys. Yeah, as you saw by the title, I just jumped into it. I didn't. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tapping on this video. Please tell your people to come watch because this is up, guys. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section because I really want to, know what you guys think about the stuff I talk about. All of it, even the stupid ones. Anyway, guys, yes, let's get into the video. Today, as you saw by the title, I will be talking about therapy. In particular, my experience with therapy, and just like building up to like what happened and what made me finally decide to go and like the works, Okay, so I will start with our brains are sick, guys. Let's just start there. And I won't lie, for me too, before I started, I didn't understand. I think, that's why it took me so long to finally like grow. Cause I think we're so used to physical sickness, you know what I mean? Like if you break an arm, you go to a doctor, you go whatever, radiology, they x-ray you, and we don't consider like internal sicknesses. Like we do if it's like internal but physical, you know what I mean? And our brains are actually like, it's a thing, guys, and sometimes you can get all the help you like, great help, but it doesn't do anything for you because the people that are helping you, as good as they are, as much as they've experienced life, they are not brain doctors in that concept, you know what I mean? So I will be starting with I matriculated in 2016. I did not care about school, like even in high school, I was just and matric, I was busy being an activist. Like school can go dive. So after matric, my results came out and they were not good. They were not. Sorry guys, I fiddle a lot. So that happened, and I initially wanted to take a gap year to do au pair or teach English in Thailand and all of those things, and I had gotten accepted into fashion only because at the time they didn't look at my report. They gave us like assignments to do and all as an application, and I passed all of those and I got in. And when they got my report, they were like, it's not great, but you can still come, and mom was like, Ntanam, you can still travel, you can still go teach, like you come back and fix your stuff, you're still young, and I was like, no ma, I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to repeat these 2 subjects that I did bad in, and wow, so I did that, and it was a lot. Also because like varsity was all I've ever known, like to look forward to, you know what I mean? We were always taught to look down on colleges and FET colleges and technicons also. Technicons were like, if your marks are bad, then you can go to a technicon, like it still has some type of like dignity to it, which is nonsense, but I also believed that, so I did that, and some of my friends went to college, and I was like, guys, y'all are wasting your time, you're supposed to be in varsity, okay, but that happened, and around 2017, like it was hard because there was that expectation to live up to, set by myself and everyone around me, and I wasn't, and just everything, man. I just started being sad a lot. The whole of 2017, just miserable, but it wasn't that deep. Like I went to gym and I made these friends at the gym. They kept me afloat. They don't even know, like they are the reason I like Like, yeah. In fact, in 2017, I had sad times and unhappy times, but it was very mild because they always kept me like on my feet, 2018, my marks went up, but my math mark didn't go anyway. Like anyway, guys. So I was a mess, and then I decided to look for colleges to go upgrade my marks there. I will do N levels. So I finally found a college in Midrand. I went, and the moment I got there, I started making friends, and like I asked them, like, guys, why are you here? Okay, no, this is not a school thing, it's therapy. Okay, take myself back. Okay, but yeah, let me say, I asked them why they came here, because like what made them choose, and like we all had our reports that day. I don't know why. And we were showing each other our reports, and like everyone had like good like university qualification marks. And I'm like, why are you in a college? Like, what are you doing with your life? And they were like, because this is where it's at. Like, you want to do engineering, you want to like, this is where it's at. This is where you get practical work. You learn like practically, like this is where it's at. And I was so shocked because all my life I've known that like it's university or nothing, But yeah, I was okay. I got to a point where I was okay. But I was still upgrading my marks to finally go to varsity. And yeah, I just stayed sad. Like it really got bad. Even after like I was cool with like college and everything, I started enjoying it actually. But I was just sad, and there were some outlets. Like at some point I was on VOOV, which was great. VOOV was my social life. Yeah, but guys, Jonga, I was sad, and to the point where I would start crying for no reason. I would cry at anything. I would cry in my room, just chilling, cry. I would watch TV. I'm watching a freaking action movie probably, and I'd cry. I would go to the doctor, and I remember at that time I was just constantly sick. I went to the doctor, and they would be like, okay, we're gonna give you this medication, The moment I hear that I'm gonna be given medication, guys, medicala, and this one doctor was like, yeah, you're depressed, here's the prescription. I was like, I'm not depressed, you're just gonna throw that word at me? What? Who are you? And I took the prescription, but I didn't drink the pills. And I called mom, like, Mom, the disrespect of this doctor, And at the time, I had been talking to my mom, and she knew what was going on. And I spoken to dad too, and like he was like, and that's one thing I appreciate. My parents have always been supportive. Like, and yeah, guys, my black Xhosa dad is supportive of therapy. In fact, my brother went to therapy too, and like my dad was the one who was like, you're going, but yeah, that also brings me to like my support system. I had still have a huge support system of like proper, like, and all of that, and they were there for me throughout everything, but it didn't help because they weren't brain doctors, but yeah, and I finally qualified for varsity, and when I did, I was like, I really don't want to go to varsity. Like, I'm okay at this. I'm happy here. Like, this works for me. I'm sitting in a class of 400 people. It's not, I don't know how other classes are, but I remember in matric when we went for extra classes, that's how big the classes were there. And we were taught by varsity lecturers. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. And I'm happy here, and I stayed. But yeah, but I was still, guys, yeah. I lived with dad. I would cry out to dad all the time. And then I finally decided, you know what, I've tried everything. My support system isn't working. Like, as much as they're great, but like, I'm still crying. I finally decided, let me go to therapy. So I was sick again. I went to the doctor and I asked her to refer me to a therapist. Like, because I don't know, where do you find them, And she gave me this one, and I went, and it was just this nosy woman. Like, it was just, no, guys. I wasn't impressed. Like, she was just in my business. And I felt like, I get as a therapist, you must ask questions. But like, she was like in, Yeah, and she was like, oh, I want to see you, you must send me your marks, I want to see, you know what I mean? So I just stopped. I just went to that one session. I didn't go back, like, no. And a part of me felt, I don't know, like, I low-key felt racist, because I was like, I want a black psychologist, and not just a black one, but I want a black woman, you know. And I actually felt bad for yeah, I felt bad. I felt so bad for feeling that way. I felt racist. But at some point I ended up watching some videos on therapy and all of that, and I had seen that it's a thing. Like, you want to see someone that looks like you, someone that you feel like they get you because they've probably been through it, or I don't know, but yeah. So I was like, okay, and I googled them and I couldn't find any black South African women as therapists. So I was like, I'm not going to therapy until I find one, you know. And I remember I was at school and my one friend was also going to therapy, and she was like, yeah, her therapist is a black woman. I was like, girl, you better give me her number. And yeah, that was that. I started going, and the first session I told her, but girl, listen, I already tried this. The girl was nosy, okay? So there's an expectation. I'm expecting you to like reach, you know. Yeah, man, I did that. I went to therapy, and the big expectation is that you go there and the first day you just figure everything out and you walk out and you're like, all my problems gone, boom. Yeah, it does not work like that. After like maybe 4 sessions, only then do you like start noticing that, like, oh, okay, maybe there's something here. Like, only then is that like, maybe, yeah, I should probably keep doing this. Not that you've noticed the difference in how you feel, but like, you know. So I kept going, and then my therapist and my mom suggested I go to a psychiatrist, which is also like, it's a brain doctor, but like with the medication side of it. So I went, and my mom wanted me to go to the same psychiatrist she had gone to, so that, yeah. So I go, and apparently he explained to me, but guys, I don't remember him. Apparently, I think there's like 6 types of depression, and of the 6, I think 2 of them are hereditary. Like siyazalana, you know. And the one that he, like, because he asked all these questions and whatever, and the one like he finally got to, like, the one he figured out that I have is like an hereditary thing. And that's another thing I feel like in the black culture is so, you know, that some of these things are hereditary. It's just that our parents never had the opportunity or the chance to like sit down and deal with it, you know. But you find that they've been unhappy and you have the same thing, and they feel like because they survived, go on, child. But yeah, so that was that. And then he told me, girl, it's depression and you have some anxiety issues, boo. I would get panic attacks throughout high school. No, I started in grade 10, grade 11. Started getting panic attacks on a daily basis. But yeah, and he put me on medication, and I was not happy about it, but I was like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And at that time, I think I was like 2 months in on therapy, and it was actually, I could start noticing that, yeah, this is working. So yeah, I was on medication, going to therapy, and it got to a point where I was living off of therapy. Like, every day it was either I'm counting down the days and the hours and the minutes to my next session, and then during my session I would have so much anxiety of this session is gonna end, and after it ends I have to wait another week to like come here. And you know, I started like, it was all I ever lived for. Like, I woke up every day being like, 5 more days of therapy, 4 more days of therapy. The day of therapy I'd be like, few more hours, and I'll get there. And I remember in my therapist's office, there's this clock on the table, like a side table there, and it would tick. And one time I told her, I'm like, that clock gives me more anxiety because it's just telling me like you're on the clock, Miguel, you know. And yeah, so she switched that off. But yeah, man, I went through that, and I think after like 6 months I was like, yeah, like I was way better and all of that. But I still went because wow, good rough, guys. I still went. I was on medication still. And yeah, and I think that's another thing. There are people that do try therapy, and then they end up stopping because they don't connect, or they feel like their therapist don't understand them. Guys, it takes time. Some people find their therapist first go, you know, and it takes time. Like with me saying I wanted a black woman as a therapist, some people didn't feel that. I have a friend who goes to a therapist, and yeah, now she like she has a colleague, and she has a white woman therapist, and she talks about all these things. She talks about her dreams, all of that, and she feels like she's good with the therapist. Like she's never felt njani, I don't know, you know. So it's really, you have to find the right therapist for you. But therapy does work, and I know it takes a lot of time for you to finally decide to do it. And it, like for me, it was like my last resort, because I was like, nothing else works, might as well just try this. And also I will say it is a financial burden with me, because I'm still in school, even though I'm already 21. Okay, back then I was 18, 19. Because I'm still in school, I'm still on my dad's medical aid. So the medical aid pays for my therapy. And I know some people can't afford it. But there are there are certain outlets, and there's certain programs and clinics that do provide. And there's a mental health hotline, I think. Yeah, I'll put the stuff in my description box, where they provide you with therapy over the phone. And I think at some point, I don't know what the hotline, but like there are outlets. I don't know all the stuff. I will find them and put them in my description box. But yeah, guys, therapy works. The medication sucks, but it works, guys. It works. And yeah, life happens, and we just have to respect that our brains are not okay. And with this lockdown, we've all been forced to be like alone with our thoughts, and it's not a pretty place for a lot of people. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And yeah, guys, sorry for the long video. I really didn't want to make it so long, but I feel like even if this video reaches one person, like, you know, that works, because there was a time I was dying inside, you know. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tapping on this. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section, and share the video. And guys, please really share this video, because I feel like there are people that need to know about this stuff, and to have someone, you know, be like, it happens, boo, I went through it too, you know. Yeah, so yeah, check up on your friends and let them know you're there for them. And yeah, send them the link and tell them to look in the description box. And yes, okay guys, bye. Thank you, bye.